never really been one to listen to country music. It just wasn't really a thing in the UK. I mean, you can get it on Spotify, but it wasn't.
Australians love country music? I didn't know that, bro. Since when? I did not know that, bro. Oh, wow. Good job, y'all. Good job. I didn't know that.
3, 2, 1.
It's your boy Vic here, man. Now I'm back with another video. I hope everyone doing good today. I hope y'all ate good, and I hope y'all slept good, man. And I hope you have a great weekend and a wonderful week ahead. That's another Aussie content. Y'all already know that. But yeah, I'm reacting to 11 weird things I hadn't seen before moving to Australia. He said 11? 11 things? I thought it was way more than that, like 20K, 50K, bro. Australia got some weird things, bro. I mean, like a lot of weird things, especially the animals, bro. Some big ass spiders, a snake with like 8 heads. Like, I'm not playing. It's a joke. It's a joke for all the sensitive people in the comments, always being mad over something. Like, bro, relax, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, how you on this channel and you take shit so seriously, bro? Bro, people be mad in the comments for no reason. Like, it's like, bro, calm down. This is for laughs, jokes. Relax, bro. Have some sense of humor. Have some Aussie humor, right? Have that, bro. Please, man. It's a joke. Relax. But yeah, man. Snakes with like 8 heads. But it's a joke. But yeah, man. I don't want to waste no time talking. I'm going to get right into this video. But first thing first, I'm going to show your boy some love. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Help grow the channel, y'all. Please, 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 man. Let's get into this video. Let's go.
In this video, we're going to cover the weirdest things I ever encountered until I moved to Australia. Now, the first weirdest thing I found was that crimes do happen in Australia. Hang on a minute, that isn't that weird. But the weird thing
Crime happens in Australia. Like, crimes actually happens in Australia. I didn't know that. Like, nobody know that. Even Australians didn't know that. That crimes happen in Australia. Bro, obviously, bro. Obvious fuckingly, bro. Shit happens everywhere, bro. Like, it happens everywhere in the world. All over the earth. Crimes happens, bro. This guy, bro.
was that crimes do happen in Australia. Hang on a minute, that isn't that weird. But the weird thing I did find was that the crimes were reported on the TV, and 9 times out of 10, probably 99 times out of 100, they caught the person that did it. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ross, why is this weird? Well, in the UK where I lived before I moved to Australia, you never really heard about stabbings, shootings.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Because last time I checked, the UK got a lot of stabbing. Like, I mean, a lot of stabbing, bro. Like, every day, bro, they stab somebody. They stab motherfuckers every day in the UK, in England, London, Manchester, Liverpool. They stab people every day, bro. So, what the hell is he talking about, bro? That shit happens everywhere, bro. Especially in the UK, bro. Come on now. We ain't stupid over here now. Come on, bro. We are not stupid, bro. Come on.
Serious violent crime. It very rarely ever made the national news, but you know it did happen. It seems to be that in Australia, serious crimes like this seem to happen so infrequently that the Australian media really catches on to the line, if it bleeds, it leads. I hate to say it, but more often than not, in Brisbane, we do hear about crimes that you think, ooh, wish that hadn't happened. But coming from a country that if they followed the same policy on if it bleeds, it leads, that is all that they would be talking about in the news, they wouldn't have any time to report on anything else. Oh, and in the UK it also seemed like they never managed to catch the person. And if they ever did, they also got some kind of pathetic punishment. Glad I'm out of that one. Do your kids know how to swim? And if they do, what age did they learn? Because in Australia there seems to be a really weird focus on the importance of swimming and teaching young people how to swim. I mean, I say it's weird. It's not really.
Because it's an island? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
weird, but it's a good kind of weird. Especially in a country where it seems like it's more common to have a swimming pool than central heating, and enough beaches in a country that if you wanted to visit a new one every day,
Right.
it would probably take up a third of your lifetime.
It's an
but
island.
The focus on teaching young people to swim seems to be so important. If anything, the weird thing is knowing people who don't know how to swim, and more often than not, they seem to be foreigners. I hear Bondi Rescue seems to find a load of them. Why would you go that far into the water if you don't know how to swim? I bet you wish you learned when you were younger. Australians love to change names in some kind of way, and it seems that Australians don't even have any respect for if it's your own name. Whilst an Aussie granting you a nickname can seem like one of the highest forms of endearment, unsolicited nicknames can seem a little bit weird to someone new to the country. I myself have a multitude of different nicknames that I seem to get called. Roscoe, Jono, sometimes the occasional wanker. I don't know if it's a nickname or not. It seems like in Australia...
The what? The occasional what? Wonka. That's funny. The occasional wanker.
Jono, sometimes the occasional wanker. I'm not sure if that's a nickname or not. It seems like in Australia it's pretty common to call you anything but your real name. So if you don't like it, you're just going to have to get used to it, I'm
It's a
afraid,
joke,
Or
man.
you're gonna end up
Relax.
getting called mate quite
It's
a
a
lot.
joke.
Now, continuing on with the theme of weird that Australians say, this one definitely confused me the first time I heard it. But why do so many Australians say but at the end of a sentence? Now, even before I moved to Australia, I was pretty common with the fact that Australians seem to rise up at the end of every sentence, like they're commonly asking a question. But why would you say but at the end? Want to go down the tab tonight, but? But what? Is this just a common Queensland thing? Does it depend on how
But.
bogan you are or how ochre you talk? How Australian do you have to be to but at the end of your sentences? Now, I myself, I really try
It's
to
an
be as
Australian thing,
Australian
man.
as possible and to integrate into my new loving country. But I just can't seem to but at the end of the sentence. But. Yeah, nah, it just seems so natural. But. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm just going to have to try
It's a slang,
it out
I guess.
on new, unsuspecting foreigners. Maybe they won't notice. Maybe they will. But really need to work on that timing. But I have never lived in a country that has places such high value on qualifications. Now, I don't necessarily mean how
That is
high
actually
your
a
level
great
of
thing, though.
qualifications go. Australians
It's a great
probably
thing.
couldn't care less if you'd been to university sometimes. But what they do seem to value so much
Hard
is if
work.
you want to be able to do a job, you need to be qualified to do it. And not
Right.
just qualified anywhere, to their own Australian standards. Want to change a plug? You better have at least a Cert 3 in electrotechnology. Don't
Damn.
like the look of your taps? Well, you better make sure you're a qualified plumber, mate. And whilst I
Damn.
don't think that it's a bad thing to be qualified in the area that you want to work in, and I actually think that it stops all these rogue traders just pretending to be something when actually they're really not. Does it improve the overall quality of different tradesmen? Well, I'll leave you to decide that in the comments. But one thing's for sure in Australia, if you're not really qualified to do something, then you're probably not going to be able to do it. Get your
I mean, that's the whole point of it. Bro, that is the whole point of it, bro. You need to be what? Qualified to do something. As an athlete, you need to be qualified to play that sport. That's just how it is, bro. If you're not qualified, you can't be part of this shit, bro. Go do something else, bro. Go and do something else, bro. Please. It's not for you, bro. It's just not meant for you, bro. Go and do something else, bro. Please. I love Aussies, bro. Come on, bro.
If you're not really qualified to do something, then you're probably not going to be able to do it.
That's the
Get
whole
yourself
point of it.
onto TAFE, I guess. And another thing that Australians seem to be so strict on is immigration policies. And coming from the UK, where it seemed like every person used to moan about migrants, I mean, that doesn't necessarily change so much in Australia. They seem to be moaning about me even more, driving up them house prices. But as a UK citizen, I used to overlook the fact of how easy it was to move pretty freely around different countries in the world. But you want to come and live in Australia? Yeah, nah, it's not so easy. For a lot of people coming to stay for a few days, a few months, that's not necessarily the problem. But you want to live and work here? Well, what country do you come from for a start? What can you do that can better the Australian way of life? Because if you can't contribute
Sure.
to this country, chances are you're probably not going to be let in, at least permanently. Australia is...
Come on. But bro. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Bro, that is not a bad thing, though, bro. If you can't add any value to the country, why are you going there, bro? Like, why are you coming here if you're not adding nothing to my life, bro. Like, you're not adding nothing to my life. So why are you coming over here, bro? Go somewhere else. Go and live somewhere else. If you're not adding nothing to the country, as in like work or like something, like just do something, bro. Just do something positive though. Good. Not bad, bro. Just do something good, bro. Come on, bro. Simple. It's that simple, bro. Come on now.
The hardest countries to settle and live in long term, but it's
In
also one
Australia?
of the most desirable. Over the last 3 years of running this channel, I've been able to help hundreds, if not thousands, of people in their journey to make the move to Australia. But understanding the strict immigration policies of Australia is something that I'm no expert in. So if you want to speak to some experts for free, make sure you speak to our friends True Blue Migration Services.
I knew
Mention
you were
us
about
and
to do
they'll tell you
something like
exactly
that.
what you can do to charge you for the time of day correctly. Otherwise, they might not be able to contact you. Yeah, that may or may not have happened to me before as well. I sometimes wonder how I managed to get the qualifications to teach, but there are some
Just
things
get back
that
to the
Australia
video,
just
bro.
seem to make so simple. In the UK, I often used to wonder to myself, what season are we in? Now, that's not necessarily to do with the fact that British weather is just so shit. The fact that you can genuinely be in 1 month, but the fact that it can feel like the complete seasonal opposite to the year. In Australia, seasons are simple. Summer is December through to February. The weirdly cold months are June, July and August. And yet, if you hadn't noticed already, seasons in Australia run for exactly 3 months. What? 3 months. Want to know what season you're in? Just look at the calendar, mate. And then remember which ones are which. They don't print in the calendar what season it is. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Now, when I used to live in the UK, one of the biggest problems, I know this is going to seem like first world problem, but one of the biggest problems seemed to be that when you went out for a coffee, where would you go? Which chain
Said first world
establishment would you
problem.
love to deposit your money to in exchange for a cup of brown, sometimes hot, sometimes
Starbucks.
tasteless coffee? Buying a coffee in the UK sometimes felt a little bit like a lottery. Where are you going to get a good one? Is the coffee place that you finally found that does serve a half-decent coffee overflowing with patrons so that you can't actually get a coffee in the next 30 minutes at least? Australia seems to be full of good coffee shops. Wherever you turn, even if you go to Macca's, even if you go to...
Bro, come on, bro. How the fuck is that weird? That's a good thing, bro. Like what? That is not weird, bro. Come on now. It's a great thing.
Of good coffee shops.
I love me
Wherever
some
you
good
turn,
ass
even if you go to Macca's, even if you go to
coffee.
7-Eleven.
I'm sorry.
Get a coffee in the next 30 minutes at least. Australia seems to be full of good coffee shops. Wherever you turn, even if you go to Macca's, even if you go to 7-Eleven, you can seem to get a half-decent coffee almost anywhere. Having the trust that you can get a decent cup of coffee just doesn't seem to fill you with anxiety whenever you go out. Need a quick caffeine pickup? Well, there's a coffee shop. Well, there's one there. Normally both completely independent, of a reasonable price, but who really cares when 9 times out of 10 you're just ordering a flat white anyway? What kind of music do you listen to? Now,
hey, it's me, your itchy, flaky scalp. I crave
I don't have
relief.
that, bro.
New CeraVe anti-dandruff hair care.
Don't care.
Developed free from
Now, from myself, if I did claim what kind of taste of music I had, I'd probably say it's pretty eclectic, meaning that I enjoy most different types of music. But
Me
there
too.
was one type of music that I didn't really experience, and it felt a bit weird in Australia that it
Rock
seems so popular. I just often thought that country music was like Taylor Swift, and it turns out that in Australia, like most places of the world, Taylor Swift is also really popular.
Country?
Like, that's not a problem. But I had never really been one to listen to country music. It just wasn't really a thing in the UK. I mean, you
Hold
can
on,
get it
bro.
on Spotify, but it wasn't.
Australians love country music? I didn't know that, bro. Since when? I did not know that, bro. Oh, wow. Good job, y'all. Good job. I didn't know that.
Widely played on the radio. Here you've got country music festivals, country music artists playing
Wow.
big venues. I even have friends that pretty much all they'll listen to is country
Country
music.
music.
And
Wow.
no, I don't sit there wondering why we're friends. We have lots of other things in common. Do I now love country music? I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm completely converted, that I'm going to listen to it exclusively. But like the fact that you're also going to hear some weird older classics in Australia, every now and again they're going to drop a country banger on you as well. And do you know what? You're probably going to like it. Especially if it's in exchange for UK drill music. What the fucking hell is that? Now in Australia, they're always going to tell
What
you...
the hell? He already hating and stuff, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. UK drill is dope, bro. Especially my boy Central C. Come on, bro. That boy be spitting. I here hating on. Come on, bro. Why they hating? Come on,
a
bro.
country banger on you as well. And And do you know what? You're probably going to like it, especially if it's in exchange for UK drill music. What the fucking hell is that? Now, in Australia, they're always
I don't
going
like
to tell
that.
you about the weird taste buds that they have. And no, this isn't anything to do with Vegemite, which is lovely, by the way. But coming from Europe, where they do often claim to have the best dips for chips and hot chips, I call them hot chips now. But what do you dip your hot chips
call them
in?
hot
And I
chips
am
now.
also not talking about chicken salt, which is also lovely, by the way. But how much of an abomination is taking sour cream and mixing it with sweet chili sauce? Now, I don't mean fully mixing them together, but I guess if you did that, it wouldn't be that much of a bad thing. But getting sour cream, topping it with sweet chili sauce, and then dipping your hot chips into them, or dipping your potato wedges in them, that's a fantastic combo. Can you imagine hot chips, chicken salt, sour cream and sweet chili sauce, washed all down with a pint of Vegemite? I mean, okay, you're not going to do the last one, but if you've never had the sweet chili and sour cream combo, did you ever wonder why there seemed to be a little bit of a hole in your heart? Then that's probably the next thing you need to try to feel a little bit more Australian. Australians are some of the nicest people in the world. Depending on your level of what you deem as polite, I mean, they like to swear a lot as well, but Australians do something for me when I go shopping that I swear I had never had done for me in the UK. Let me know if they do this in the country that you come from, but where you're from, do they bag your groceries for you? The first time that I was in an Australian supermarket,
Yes.
and the young person beeping my products through the till just started opening bags and putting them in for me, I didn't know what to do. And the next time they went even better and said, have you got your bags so that I can bag it for you? I was in complete shock. I came from a country where they would look at you in disgust if you didn't bag your stuff quick enough. My, how much do you feel like royalty?
Do
And
your
all
own
you need
shit,
to do
man.
is put your items onto the conveyor belt and watch the person being paid a decent minimum wage do their job. Do they pack it all crap? No, they actually take care in their packaging. But if you don't want to have that full Australian experience when you go to the supermarket, or you just don't want to be the type of person that gives another dollar to the price gouging that are Woolies and Coles, you can always go to Aldi. And like the Aldis in the UK,
Wait,
they will
Aldi
literally throw
is
your
in
sticker
Australia?
at you after they've bleeped them through the till. I even think they're
No
faster
way.
in Australia. Do you know what? I'm just going to buy my groceries more locally from now on. Probably get the best of both worlds.
I didn't
And if
know
you're
that.
not sure whether Australia could be the country for you,
It
or you
is
want
for
to just
me.
learn
Shit.
more about this place that
I already know that.
home, then watch this video. See you
For
next
sure
time.
for me. An Audi is in Australia, and that's 7-Eleven. Oh, come on, brother. Come on now. Bro, Audi is in Australia. A 7-Eleven is in Australia. Starbucks is in Australia. McDonald's is in Australia. Burger King is in Australia. Like, yo, everything here is in Australia, bro. Hey, for sure, bro. That's my next country, brother. That is for sure my next country, bro. What the fuck? And swimming, bro. I wish I had it as a kid, bro. Like, I really wish I could swim, bro. Like, at my age right now, bro. I can't swim. Like, I really can't. Bro, I'm afraid of swimming. I'm afraid of swimming pools. Every time I go to the pool, I don't swim. I walk in the water, bro. Like, that is embarrassing, bro. And all the kids are just flopping around and going under. And, like, I'm like, oh my God, bro. At my age, at my big age, bro, I can't do that, bro. I'd be too scared, bro. I don't know how to. Like, I really don't know how to, bro. I really wish I was born in Australia, bro. Because at this moment, I would be swimming right now, bro. I would be, you know, sliding back and stuff, bro. Like, I be like, oh my God, I be seeing kids doing that shit. And I'm like, how do they do that, bro? They be so smooth. Just, like how do you swim backwards, bro? Like, how do you go backwards swimming? Like, and floating, bro. You are floating. It is what it is, man. It's your boy Vic here. Stay safe out there. Drink water, eat healthy, and mind your business, man. But do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, help grow the channel. Help a brother out. Let's go, man. Stay safe. Boom. Let's go.